Thank you, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you, sir.
Because you are from Maharashtra.
Yes, sir.
I don't know the meaning of this word, your father's profession, Bigari.
Yes, sir.
What is Bigari?
Sir, Bigari is a terming meaning in Marathi, which is for laborer.
Labor.
Yes, sir.
All right. Your optional is geography.
Yes, sir.
Correct? Uh, Tell me the geographical features of Maharashtra, which make it a very highly industrialized state.
Yes, Handi. Maharashtra is a coastal state, so it has become gateway city uh, since British time.
Can you speak a little louder?
Maharashtra is a coastal city, so it has become gateway city. So initial development in this western Maharashtra. So this attract development from private also after LPG.
Now, Maharashtra, industry-wise, is very developed.
Yes, sir.
But Maharashtra also has the highest number of farmer suicides.
Urban.
Farmer suicide, correct?
Yes, sir.
How do you explain this?
Sir, farmer suicide is related to the agriculture distress, especially the region of Marathwada. Thus, important region is a package technology used for BT cotton, and the failure of the crops result in farmer suicide, and they get less price.
Then a state like Maharashtra, which is a rich state,
Yes, sir.
why can't Maharashtra do something for these farmers?
Sir, Maharashtra government is doing for farmer like providing irrigation facility, the creation of APMC mandis, MSP for crops. But because of the climate variability and increasing input price of the crops, such a problem. And there are some social cause also for this problem, like dowries or expenditure on marriage are some reason for the suicides.
Uh, you mentioned dowry.
Yes, sir.
What is the law we have prohibiting dowry?
So we have Dowry Prohibition Act.
When was it passed? Any idea?
Sir, I'm not able to recall the year.
Now, in spite of the Dowry Prohibition Act, dowry is prevalent all over the country.
Yes, sir.
Why is that?
Sir, people who perform the dowry, they consider it as a ritual or the tradition, and there is a lack of implementation of the law. These are reasons.
Suppose somebody takes dowry
Yes,
and
sir.
somebody gives dowry, correct? Should the person who's giving the dowry, should he also be punished?
Sir, it should be punished because it's promote social evils in society, and it create a pressure on other people to perform such action.
So the giver and taker both should be punished,
Yes, sir.
correct?
Yes, sir.
My last question to you. Tell me the most important news in the last 1 week.
Most important news regarding
Anything,
international
regarding
relations. Gaza-Israel war is, I think.
That is going on for a long time. Anything more specific in the last 1 week? Indian, international, anything?
Sir, recent Ram temple
Last week. Last week.
last week.
क्या बोला?
He was repeating the word last week.
I'm not able to.
Budget.
Budget, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry. Budget. Sorry, sir.
Obvious. Anyway, thank you.
All right, Prashant. What do you mean by quantum computing?
Quantum computing use quantum physical
What does
law.
it mean? Yeah.
And we use the qubits 0 and 1 at the same time, and there are two processes: superimposing
mean?
and entanglement.
You're not able to explain to me in an engineer's term. How? Just make a simple statement, making it clear.
Sir, quantum computing, in which we use quantum physics law for the.
What is the process? Why is it faster? Why is it sought after?
Sir, we use qubits 0 and 1, and their qubits as very superimposed position, like 0 and 1 we can use at
Normal
in
computing,
normal
you can have only 0 and 1.
yes,
In quantum computing, you can have any value between 0 and 1 as well, which
yes,
gives the number of options and probabilities much more.
yes, sir.
Simple statement.
Yes.
Okay? All right. What is the difference between magnitude and intensity of an earthquake?
In magnitude, we measure the destruction caused by the earthquake event, and in intense. Sir, 1 minute. In intensity, we measure the destruction caused by the earthquake event from epicenter to the outward, and in magnitude, we measure using richer scale amplitude of the waves.
Okay. Tell me, what is the difference between Vipassana and Patanjali's Ashtanga Yoga?
Sir, I'm not very sure about Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga, but I have some information, so
All
I
right.
can try.
Tell me.
In Vipassana, there are three main important steps like Shila. We have to practice Shila, Pancha Shila, where we follow some ethical values. Then the Samadhi, and we reach Samadhi through Anapanasati, awareness. And there is a one pragya, which is called Bhavanamay pragya, in which we experience our sensation, observe sensation as they are arising and
All right.
passing away.
But they seem almost synonymous with Patanjali's Ashtanga Yoga. You know the Ashtangs of Patanjali Yoga?
No, sir, sorry.
All right. Okay, let me just quickly touch on computer gaming.
Yes.
You have organized computer gaming
Yes.
events. Do you also have computer gaming? I mean, you play computer games
I used to play during my college time.
and you wasted a lot of time on that.
No, sir, I have interest, lot of interest to
Lot
play.
of interest. Okay, so tell me what is happening, or tell me the changes that have taken place in computer gaming in the last 7 years.
Sir, recently we have various new type of technology, augmented reality, virtual reality. Here you can have a room, you can make such a room like virtual gaming platform. So you can have real time experience or
Okay, tell me, can there be a virtual rape?
yes, sir. I have listened. I have read some news about virtual rape. Yeah. In Metaverse, the platform provided by Meta app.
I mean, what does it mean?
So in that, some online user they force woman to perform such act
On a metaverse.
in living online in online mode.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Right. Prashantji,
Yes, sir.
you come from the state of Chhatrapati Shivaji.
Yes, sir.
Now it is said that Chhatrapati Shivaji was a great naval genius.
Yes, sir.
How do you say so?
So, the Maharashtra is a coastal state, so the coastal area is very important for security of Maharashtra. And Shivaji Maharaj has built many coastal fort like Murud Janjira, Alibag Fort, and they have created naval forces at that time for the protection of the state.
Okay.
He involved various local community like in our district Kohli community. They were the part of the force.
What can you tell us something about the Siddhi?
Siddhi.
Siddhi. There was a, how should I say it?
Yeah.
The Siddhis who came and settled down in some place, and
Yes.
what happened with them?
I have some information about Siddhi. Can I? Siddhi is where they came from Africa
Yep.
and settled in the Maharashtra. Uh, they were the Sardar of Adil Shah.
Adil Shah. So did they integrate or did they fight and go back, looted and went back? What happened to the
No,
Siddhis
sir.
over time?
They have settled in the region and they have become the part of integrated culture of India.
Okay. There is a huge Parsi population, and when
Yes,
I
sir.
say huge, compared to the rest of India,
Yes, sir.
okay, in Mumbai and surrounding areas. What can you tell me about Parsis? How many are they in India approximately?
Sir, as uh, they are very less in population, like near about 1 lakh or
Much lesser.
much less, 70,000, I think.
Yes, less than
They
70,000.
are
Okay.
concentrated in the city area, like in
City
Mumbai,
areas.
and they have.
So, can you tell me more about Parsis? What do they worship? How do they cremate or bury their dead? Or what are their food habits?
Yes,
How did they integrate with India?
sir. Parsis have migrated from Iran to India. Their death ritual is very different. They use the well and they dispose their body so the animal or birds come and eat
Why do
that body.
they neither cremate nor bury?
Sir,
What is
I
the
am not
reason?
aware of it.
Okay, okay. They consider the elements as pure, so they don't want to give a dead body to either fire or to earth.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Anyway, last there is a news recently about Neuralink.
Neuralink, yes, sir.
What can you tell me very briefly? 20 seconds, 30 seconds.
Neuralink is a company of Elon Musk. They are developing a chip which can embedded in our mind, so it can measure the various uh, parameters or biochemical reaction in mind.
So it is like an MRI, is it? It
Not,
can measure various processes. So it's like a 3D CAT scan or an MRI or something.
I'm not aware of MRI, but
No, is it only like a 3D X-ray,
no, sir.
or is it only going to measure the amount of certain hormone in my brain fluid or something? What is it? And what are the risks associated with it?
So risk associated with like there is a chance of hacking such
All right.
chip.
Thank you.
Prashant,
Yes, sir.
can you explain the meaning of your name?
Sir, my meaning of name is a calmness. Like we have the calmness or serenity.
So, do you think you justify your name?
Yes, sir.
To what extent?
Like I speak very less. I avoid speaking to people if I do not have any work. I like to remain silent or in isolated place so I can practice meditation, something, so I can understand myself, my behavior.
If you join civil administration, where you are required to interact with public
Yes, sir.
all 24 hours,
Yes, sir.
then how will you
Sir, civil service as a
manage?
duty. Civil service as a duty. I have to interact with various people. So there is some cause, so I can interact with people. But wasting or my timing for such chit chat, so I'm not. I do not like such thing. I can interact with people for some work or for
Okay.
some service or duty.
Mumbai is known as financial capital of India.
Yes, sir.
What are the three main reasons?
Sir, Mumbai is a earlier it was a gateway town for the British, and after LPG it had developed a financial center or service center. Uh, then there are investment presence of industrial class in Mumbai. It is also one of the reason. Uh, so these two reason I can able to recall.
To run the industries,
Yes.
lot of migration takes place from other states.
Yes, sir.
But still, there is a demand of Maratha first.
Yes, sir.
Do you think that demand is justified?
No, sir, because we are Indians and everybody has freedom of movement and residence. And the migration are one who helpful to develop any region because they provide cheap labor. So such demand like son of soil are not appropriate. But we should take some step to develop all region and we should solve the problem of regional inequality in our country.
But there are labor laws. Then why should labor be distinguished between cheap and expensive?
Sir, as compared to the local population, they can ready to work in a less wage.
That
Migrant.
migrants may have their personal issues, but laws are the same for everyone.
Sir, not behind minimum wage limit, above minimum wage limit.
Okay. This is an election year for our country.
Yes, sir.
General elections means election to which house?
Lok Sabha, sir.
Lok Sabha. And what about Rajya Sabha?
So Rajya Sabha, they have, it is a continuous house and election conducted in 2 years for one-third of the people, one-third of the member of house.
So this year, are we having some elections to Rajya Sabha also?
I'm not able to recall, but I have read some news that this year we have some election.
Okay. My final question is, you are interested or you have been interested in cricket also.
Yes, sir.
And Mumbai is a
Cricket.
big place for cricket,
Yes.
right? At present, which series is going on in India?
Sir, I'm not watching movie.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, Prashant.
Yes, sir.
You are a student of geography.
Yes, sir.
Tell me why Narmada flows westwards while all other flows eastwards.
Sir, Narmada river flowing from the Rift Valley. So it's follow the path of the Rift Valley. So that's why it flow towards the west. And other rivers are flowing from Western Ghat towards the eastern or towards the Bay of Bengal. And there is a slope towards the Bay of Bengal from Western Ghats, so they are flowing in that direction.
What's
Like
the other
Godavari,
river which
Krishna.
also flows like this?
Like
Narmada only?
Narmada. Sir, there is Tapi river which
Any other?
flow. Sir. There are some western flowing river, but they are not following Rift Valley. They are short river.
Okay. Tell me any 3-4 instances of geography impacting human behavior.
Geography, yes. Like agroclimatic region, they are deciding our cropping patterns. So these are impacting. If the location is a coastal or continental, then we experience the drastic change in the season in continental area like Delhi. So it's impact our habit, clothing pattern, food
Okay.
pattern. Then monsoon is a very important for India. It decide our agriculture crops.
Do you think our IQ is also impacted by geography? IQ and also EQ also? Intelligent and emotional quotient?
So there some impact on EQ or IQ because
How?
of the climate. Like if the climate is comfortable, it not cause any exhaustion in our. So it may help in improving our EQ.
Let's talk about IQ. How it impacts IQ?
I'm not.
You said na it impacts.
Sorry, sir. I'm not able to frame the answer.
Okay. Let's say, Prashant, you have to start a startup
Yes, sir.
and there's no UPSC. What kind of startup you will start?
Sir, earlier during my college day, I have planned to start plan to start a startup like providing some basic service to the area, like plumbing, the urban clap. I have same idea, but on local scale, like providing. They are using laborer from outside, so but I have planned that I should use the labor from that area only and provide opportunity to these people to, because they are familiar with the what is going on their area. This was my plan, but
You started it or you were
no,
just
sir.
planning it?
We just have a plan, but my friend went to
Okay.
outside India, so we dropped.
Okay, let's say you are starting this startup. Where will you set up your office?
Office in Thane or Mumbai.
In Thane, you will set up
Yes,
your
sir.
office.
In Thane,
Why?
sir. Sir, because Thane, where I am living, and there are some area which provide very less uh, cost for office, and they have ready-made like plug and play facility for setting up any office. So it is easy.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
What do you think about this mock? How have you performed?
And I have talking problem while giving some answer.
Okay. Anything else?
Anything, sir? You,
Have you done any other mock interviews?
sir, one I done in the next IAS
What was the
yesterday.
feedback given to you?
The voice modulation and listening question carefully, and you have to think first and then reply. These are two important.
The first part I agree with, voice modulation, because your voice becomes very flat,
Yes, sir.
correct?
Yes, sir.
Initially, you were talking very softly, slightly higher, which I told you. Uh, why were you not able to tell us the important news of the last 1 week?
Sir, I got blank.
Why? That is what I'm asking you.
I just read the news, but only that Gaza and Israel, what I am able to recollect, not any other news.
Which means that you have to be slightly more alert,
Yes, sir.
correct? It was a very simple question.
Yes, sir.
You have to be alert.
Yes, sir.
That is the second, my observation. Uh, third is, you are sitting very stiff.
Sir, my legs are not reaching.
No, I'm talking about your hands.
Okay, sir.
Very artificially, your head is moving, you are smiling, your eyes are moving, or your hands are not moving.
People have said that you have to keep hand like.
So, see it from my point of view. Your upper body is moving,
Yes, sir.
then you are stiff. What impression does it give me?
Like I am holding something.
That artificially you are doing it because somebody has told you. This
Yes,
is
sir.
not natural,
Yes, sir.
correct?
Yes, sir.
And normally people in the interview board mark you also on your natural personality.
Yes.
So if you're creating something artificial, it is very obvious to. I'm not saying you keep waving your hand. I'm saying be normal whichever way you are comfortable.
Yes, sir. I will.
And I can see that you are not comfortable. You are doing it because somebody has told you.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
When is your interview?
21st Feb.
21st Feb.
Yes, sir.
All right, not too much time. What do you think you will do in these?
Sir, I will revise the current affair and geography optional. I have short notes for all and daily news. And if there is important topic, I have made handwritten notes, so I will revise them. And louder talking, newspaper reading or mirror practicing. I'm doing this.
Yes. My most important point today, apart from the other things I've said, is you have to be a bit more alert.
Yes, sir.
Your focus has to be there.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Prashant,
Yes, sir.
my strong advice will be to gain some more confidence.
Yes, sir.
The moment you came in, you looked like a scared hare.
Were you nervous?
No, sir. I am just trying to
Generally like
not.
this. Generally like this.
Yes,
So
sir.
you keep this in mind that I think in so many attempts, this is the first time you have come for interviews, it? Or have you taken interviews before?
Yesterday I take.
No.
Really?
This is the first.
This is the
interview.
first one.
Yes, sir.
So you should understand this, that you are coming to be chosen as a class 1 officer.
Yes, sir.
And a class 1 officer has to be confident and ready to lead.
Yes.
That confidence you have to have. You have to display the moment you enter into the room. Whatever your background is, whatever your inability you have, whatever unsuccessful attempts you have made in the past, all is gone. The moment you have got a God-sent opportunity to come to the interview after so many attempts and so many exams I see. Do not let it go.
Yes, sir.
You should realize that you are being judged to be as an officer. And you have to display that quality. You can't enter like a scared kid into the room.
But one thing I noticed that as the interview went along,
You
you
opened
were
up.
answering better.
You were answering better, you were looking better, you were sounding better.
Am I right?
So your natural thing is not that. And the only way to increase the confidence is to believe that you are a class 1 officer. You are a junior officer talking to some senior officers.
Yes, sir.
That's it. And you know what you know. What you do not know, you can simply say, sir, I'm sorry, I need to study.
Yes, sir.
But that should not take away your confidence. 1 question not answered, 2 question not answered, 5 questions not answered should not take away your self-confidence.
Yes, sir.
Whatever you know, you know. Alright?
Yes, sir.
That's the only advice I'll give you.
One good thing about you, which I should have said in the beginning, is you come across as a very decent, very humble, very honest person.
Rooted child.
Yes.
Very rooted to the ground.
Yes, sir.
That's a great positive. That also creates an impression on the board. You want to ask us anything?
No, sir.
One advice. Which papers do you read these days?
The Hindu.
Hindu. Add one more economic paper because the budget times are going on. Too many things will be coming into the
Yes, sir.
newspapers. Read a economic paper.
Times of India.
No, not
Economic
Times.
Times.
Economic
Something
Times
like
or Mint or
Yes.
whatever.
Anything.
And watch one television channel. My advice will be Vion.
Beyond.
1 hour capsule or news capsule which comes at 9 p.m. around.
Okay, sir.
Just watch 1 hour of that Vion news as well as these 2 newspapers.
Yes.
And regularly.
But do not overburden yourself. Most important. Correct? Anybody wants to say anything?
I just want to say, editorials of the newspapers,
Yes,
please
sir.
read them.
Yes, sir. I am reading them.
Good enough. Whichever newspaper you pick up, don't go for the front page, second page, go for the editorial. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All the best.
All right. All the best.
You are very good. Work on the suggestions. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very good.
Build your confidence level.
Yes,
Imagine yourself to be an IAS officer
Yes, yes.
and talking to some seniors.
Now you are looking like one. Good.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you,
Good.
sir.
All the best.
All the best.
All the best.
Thank you.